What's up, everybody? It's Ivan with Trouts Fly Fishing, back with the forecast for October 12th. Better late than never, they say. A couple days late. I hope you guys don't mind. But we're going to talk about what's coming up for the next 2 weeks, what's been happening on the water the past 2 weeks. A lot of good things, in my opinion, coming up with the official arrival of fall. I think we're going to finally get some cool downs, and that's a positive in my opinion. Summer's cool. Fall's also cool. Let's get some fall in the mix, you know? So we'll talk bugs, flows and weather, and yeah, get you ready for your next trip to the water. Let's start off now with bugs. All right, bugs. So we'll start off, and this actually will feature prominently in a upcoming special edition of Five Flies. Should be releasing later this week. It's a streamer. Not any streamer, it's a swim coach in black, purple with a little bit of red flash. This is the mini variety. The full size is also a good productive bug. Black's a great color for low light, but you add a little flash and it becomes a very versatile color throughout the day, especially if you have overcast skies. I love black, and this swims really well, holds its shape, has a really pronounced head, sort of tapers off to the tail, and swims well, casts well. Great fly from Old Craven. With that fall weather coming, those late summer bugs are gonna start to say bye-bye, and we're gonna say a true hello to the fall bugs. This is the parachute baetis in size 18. 18 or 20 would be a great option. Good for freestones, good for tailwaters alike. I grabbed a pickpocket. Hopper dropper fishing will still be productive. Fish are a little bit late on picking up on the fact that you won't see a ton of hoppers around. Also, when you get these cool downs, typically that riparian area, the area around the river, will actually remain a little bit warmer than you'll see around, in the high country and stuff like that. So you'll still have good hopper dropper fishing opportunities into mid and late October. Pickpocket is a great bug as sort of as a lead fly to get the rest of your bugs down. Super heavy, slim profile, good option. It's always RS2 season in Colorado, so I grabbed a Sparkle Wing Olive RS2 in 20. Can't go wrong, especially with the blue wing olives being a little bit more prevalent this time of year. I also should mention our flies have been restocked, so we have a lot of really good options in the shop right now. Some full bins is always good to see, so get in before they empty out. We have to fill them up again. So, and then we got a mighty midge in red. This is an old mechanical pattern. This is a size 24. I've heard, and we'll get to this in flows, but I've heard that South Platte near Deckers is going to drop to around 70 in the next couple weeks. That's because we're bumping water through the Roberts Tunnel, which means you're going to get into a more traditional lower water situation on the Cheeseman-Deckers section of the South Platte, which means more technical. So less of those bigger tractors and more of the smaller bugs. I think it's at like 240 right now. Small bugs have always played a role and will continue to play a role at those flows, but as we drop down, the smaller bugs will always be a good option. So that's the bugs. Let's get to flows. All right, flows. So on the freestones, we're seeing, as you'd expect, lower flows in fall. That is a typical thing for this time of year. I think we're a little bit lower than average, but with the colder weather coming, it's not as much of a concern. Obviously that means some smaller bugs, but you can still get away with some attractors, some stoneflies, some leeches and worms and stuff like that. But midges, blue wing olives, some caddis larvae will also be good. But the flows on the freestones are going to be low, as you'd expect for fall. The tailwaters, with the exception of Deckers and Cheeseman, are all lower than you would expect in the middle of summer. That's something something to be expected with this time of year. Obviously Deckers, as I mentioned, I think that's at around 240. That's gonna be dropping to 70 here in the recent or near future, and that means more traditional late, mid-fall, late fall bugs choices. So flows, nothing crazy to be concerned about. Obviously, we're going to be distancing ourselves away from the really hot weather, so water temperatures shouldn't be an issue going forward. It's crazy to say that in the middle of October, but 2020 is what it is. So that's the flows. Let's get to the weather and wrap this thing up. So weather, I'm wearing my poofy jacket today. Sign of the times. I'm excited about wearing some pants. It's actually October, and I think over the next couple of weeks we're going to start to see more October weather. It's going to be a little bit warmer through the beginning of this week. I think Thursday we're going to see a cool down, and then as we get into next week, we're going to start to see those average highs and overnight lows drop down into more seasonally appropriate highs and lows. So that's a positive from my perspective. That obviously means blue wings will play a larger role. Tricos will start to see fade off a little bit harder. Those red quills will be gone. So we'll be into more traditional fall fishing. Positive in my book. There's also some clouds on the horizon. There's some scattered showers, some snowstorms coming through. Those days are tailor-made for streamer fishing. They're tailor-made for blue wing olive fishing. So if you're looking for good rising fish, pick those cloudy days. And if you're looking for some good streamer fishing, those terrible weather days can be some of the best streamer fishing you can have. So yeah, great fishing to be had over the next couple weeks. Excited for fall to be here. We had the fall colors up in the mountains. It's nice to have some weather to accompany those fall colors, even though they might be waning a little bit now. So yeah, you know where to find us, here in the shop, online, troutsflyfishing.com. Feel free to like and subscribe respectfully, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!